Test. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Capital Technology University. Please find your seats if you haven't done so already, and we ask that you be seated. We are ready to begin the processional. The processional is led today by the university flag with Gudaleski scholar Jacob Carnes serving as the flag bearer, followed by Dr. Sandy Antunes, university marshal, who is carrying the university's ceremonial mace. Next is Dr. Bradford Sims, Capital Technology University's 8th president. They are followed by 4 gonfalons representing the areas of study for which degrees will be awarded today: engineering, cyber science, management of technology, and data science. Now entering is the platform party, which includes Stephen Geppi, Sr., commencement speaker, Dr. Hayden Land, chairman of the Board of Trustees, representatives of the university's Board of Trustees, Joseph Kelly Brown, Dr. Curtis Levinson, Andre Mendez, Elliot Schatzman, Earl Sims, Alan Tillis, Shu Jane Thompson, are followed by the university's senior administration, including Gary Burke, Vice President of Facilities, Katie DeHart, Vice President of Human Resources and Risk Management, Melinda Bonnell-Rhine, Vice President of Student Engagement and University Development, Diane O'Neill, Senior Vice President of Enrollment, Management, and Marketing, Kathy Werner, Interim Vice President of Finance. The university's senior administration is followed by Dr. Ian McAndrew, Dean of Doctoral Programs, Reverend Dr. Kanika McGee, Invocation and Benediction Speaker, Dr. Nayef Abu-Agil, Dean of Academics, Willie Fitzgerald Baum, recipient of the Levinson Award. The university's distinguished faculty is following the platform party. Now entering are the baccalaureate degree candidates, led by Dr. Garima Bajwa. The degrees to be conferred today include Bachelor of Science in Astronautical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering Technology, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Cyber and Information Security, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering Technology, Bachelor of Science in Management of Cyber and Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Mobile Computing, Bachelor of Science in Mobile Computing and Gaming, Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering, Bachelor of Science in Telecommunications Engineering Technology. Now entering are the master degree candidates, led by Professor Rick Hansen. The degrees to be conferred today include Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Astronautical Engineering, Master of Science in Computer Science, Master of Science in Cyber and Information Security, Master of Science in Internet Engineering, and Master of Science in Information Systems Management. are the doctoral degree candidates, led by Dr. Michael Fain. The degrees to be conferred today include Doctor of Philosophy in Business Analytics and Decision Sciences, Doctor of Philosophy in Management and Decision Science, and Doctor of Science in Cybersecurity.
Quiet crowd today. We'll have to work on that. Let's thank the Chesapeake Brass Authority for performing for us. Honored guests, as Marshal of the University, it's a pleasure to welcome you to the annual commencement exercise at Capital Technology University. Today, we celebrate the commencement of the class of 2019. Oh, good. You practiced, because yes, you should cheer every time you hear class of 2019. Class of 2019. So, graduates, today the world does revolve around you. Before we get to the end game, we'd like to make a few announcements. Sorry. As a courtesy to today's graduates and guests, we ask that you please stay seated during the ceremony so everyone has an unobstructed view. We have a photography area to my right so that families may photograph their graduates. After you've taken your pictures, please return to your seats so someone else can take their turn. For the safety around you, please refrain from standing in the aisles or you'll be trampled by hordes of eager graduates. And of course, we ask that you silence your cell phones. Thank you. At this time, the Laurel High School Color Honor Guard will present the colors. Please remain standing to receive the colors and join us in singing the national anthem. Okay, please remain standing. I wish to welcome to the podium Reverend Dr. Kanika McGee, who will deliver the invocation.
We have gathered here this morning to celebrate graduate degrees, undergraduate degrees, and certificates, and even more to celebrate discovery, education, and innovation. We have come to celebrate the end of classes and the continuation of learning. We have come because students have taken their last exams, defended for the final time, and have demonstrated their knowledge in a field where knowledge is ever growing, ever expanding, and ever evolving. We are grateful for a space that connects innovation and education with career and service. We are grateful for a school that has been more than a school, for it has been a learning lab that connects aspirations with reality and has introduced us to lifelong friends. We are grateful today for leadership with a vision and a heart for students, for excellence, and for the future. May the trustees, administrators, faculty, and staff continue to lead this university in ways that ensure growth and progress, research and discovery, teaching and development. May the partners continue to invest in, may the alumni continue to give back to, and may the students continue to transform this space that it may always be ahead of the growing edges of our times. Let the degrees and certificates conferred today be more than wall dressings that signal a great achievement. Let them be a reminder of each of the member of class of 2019's commitment to advance the fields of engineering and technology, unmanned systems, security, intelligence, and critical infrastructure, computational systems, analytics and decision sciences, and cybersecurity to new heights of progress and responsibility. Let these degrees and certificates awarded today be an inspiration to these students and the students of life who will surround them and look to them and depend on them to guide these industries with integrity and strength. Let these degrees remind each alumnus in the years to come of lifelong friendships forged on these grounds, friendships that will call them home to the love for learning and the excitement and newness felt in this moment. And let these degrees inspire each member of the class of 2019 who shall graduate today, that when faced with life challenges, to know that he or she is equipped to find a way or to make one. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Doctor. Please be seated. The words you wanted to hear. I call forward Dr. Bradford L. Sims, President of the University, to bring greetings to our honored guests. All right, can you feel the excitement? Class of 2019. And just so you know, these are hot. Okay. Just so you know. You see me sweat, you know what? On behalf of the Board of the Trustees of Capital Technology University, it is my pleasure to declare the 2019 commencement ceremony now open. Good morning and a warm Capital Tech welcome to all of our students, our faculty, staff, and friends of the university. A special long-distance welcome to all of our online students who are watching today's ceremony on the internet with family and friends. I sincerely hope you enjoy the ceremony and savor the meaning of the day and its colors and traditions. All of us at Capital Tech are extremely proud of your achievements, and we are confident of your success. We know how much hard work you dedicated to each course you took, and because of that effort, this is a day of great celebration. I ask that you please take time to personally thank all of those in your life that made this achievement possible. Your family, your friends, colleagues, and our faculty and staff. Be very proud of your accomplishment. It is significant and will propel you to reach even greater successes. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to characterize this wonderful graduating class to you and to keep it short, so here it goes. There are 188 of you graduating today. 102 of you are receiving the baccalaureate degrees, 58 receiving master's degrees, and 26 receiving doctoral degrees. As the professional bars of qualifications are raised, we are serving more people interested in graduate degrees. In fact, with the program just over 8 years old, we already have over 195 doctoral students. For those of you earning your bachelor's degrees, it may be just the start. Please consider coming back to Capital for more higher education as your needs dictate. I myself said I would never get another degree after my bachelor's, but I was wrong. The average age of our baccalaureate recipient is 25. The youngest is 20. The most senior bachelor recipient is 49. We continue to contribute to Maryland being the most educated state in the land. 66% of our undergraduates and 43% of our graduates are from the Free State. We also educate around the world. Several of our graduates are stationed overseas, especially in military installations. On that note, I am proud to point out that while we are the smallest independent university in Maryland, for now anyway, we have the largest number of students in the Yellow Ribbon program, through which we and the Department of Defense subsidize tuitions for veterans of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so we'll take a moment. If you're active duty or you're retired military, stand up. Thank you for your service. You can sit down. The most popular bachelor degree received among you today is in Cyber and Information Security, which represents 32% of the bachelor's degrees. I must continue the Capital tradition of the Longevity Award. Mr. Michael Stone, is he here today? No. Persisted for 10 years to get his degree. Please note, I used the word persisted. The Longevity Award is for persistence and dedication, not for slowness. Yeah. I'm sure you had many events intervening in your life which required you to stick it out for 10 years. Thank you and congratulations. Let's turn to the graduating class of master's degree recipients, especially since so many of you completed your coursework entirely by the way of the internet. It's so nice to see you here, live and in person on the campus.
perhaps meeting some of your faculty and colleagues face-to-face for the first time. Our youngest new master's is 24 years old. The most senior member of the master's class is 72 wise years. Most of you new masters will be contributing to the protection of homeland with your degrees in cybersecurity. Since you learned with us online, you came from many more parts of our great country, 17 states and the District of Columbia to be precise. And you're really good. 38% of you graduate with graduate honors denoted by a perfect 4.0. Three of you earned both your undergraduate and graduate degrees from Capital Technology University. And I'm still not ready to kick you out. Come on back. We have a doctorate waiting for you. Today we will celebrate the pinnacle of academic achievement as 26 of you will be hooded, marking the conferral of your doctoral degree. Welcome to the ranks of the academic doctorate. Your dissertation addressed a broad range of topics, all grounded in real world and addressing topics relevant to cybersecurity and decision science. Completing your doctoral degree is a monumental task, and congratulations to your years of work on that. Not only am I proud of your academic achievement for all the degree levels, but I also must point out your excellence outside the classroom and textbooks. We have consistently received kudos from government agencies like NASA and NSA and from private companies. Most of it about your project work that you work with them that comprise the practical hands-on learning experiences with Capital. Your work in the robotics clubs, the Space Operations Institute, and the Cyber Battle Team have garnered much respect for you and our university. The picture for your employment and careers continues to be bright. Your degrees will stand you in good stead, financially, reputationally, in terms of having enjoyable and meaningful work. And even though you have graduated, Capital stands ready to assist you in your career pursuits. This is a very small tent. Actually, I think it's the biggest one they have. Inside it sit the best and brightest. There are very few among you, your peers, who have achieved a college degree. In America, only 34% of adults over 25 have a bachelor's degree, and only 13% have achieved an advanced degree. Think about your niche of excellence among all those people in the United States. Don't let it go to your heads, but you're very special, and you should celebrate that. The world of work, citizenship, and leadership is ready for you, and you are educated for that world. Thank you for having let Capital Technology University help you to grow and succeed. Congratulations, class of 2019. Melinda Bennell-Ryan, please join me to present the Avram Godleski Memorial Scholarship.
Mr. President, each spring, the Capital Technology University Scholarship Committee meets to review the achievements of our outstanding juniors. From a select group whose academic achievements are of the highest caliber, a single student is chosen as the Principal Scholar of the Year. To mark this accomplishment, the student is awarded the Avram Godleski Memorial Scholarship. Capital Technology University is fortunate to number among its benefactors those who value the academic accomplishments of our students. This scholarship is made possible through an endowment established by Martha and Homer Godleski in honor of their late son, Avram. Jacob Carnes, please rise and join us at the podium. Jacob Carnes, the 2019 recipient of the Avram Godleski Memorial Scholarship, is a rising senior in the cybersecurity program. Jacob was drawn to cybersecurity as a civilian path to serve his country. His college search focused on universities with cybersecurity programs, and his visit to Capitol Tech for an open house convinced him that this was the right fit for him. He was excited by the Cyber Lab and the opportunity to participate in competitions as part of the cyber team. Jacob is active in the Cyber Lab, and over the next year will be filling a leadership role as he works to train fellow students in the Secure Operations Center. He has participated in competitions such as CCDC and including the MCCC, where the team placed third. Jacob has been on the Dean's List every semester he has attended Capital Technology University. He intends to pursue career opportunities where he will use red team tactics to identify and secure vulnerabilities before threat actors have an opportunity to cause harm to the American government or their people. Mr. President, graduates, and attendees, please welcome Jacob Carnes, the 2019 Avram Gadelsky Memorial Scholarship recipient.
I am honored to call forward my distinguished colleague, Dr. Nayef Abul-Ajil, to present the Marilyn and Seymour Levinson Memorial Award.
While I'm here to honor an individual student, I represent all the faculty, staff, and administration of Capital Technology University in saying that we are proud of all our students. Each one of our students is honored today as the university graduates them. I'm here to present this year's Marilyn and Seymour Levinson Memorial Award for Excellence in the Humanities and Social Sciences. Professor Levinson was a liberal arts professor for many years at Capital Technology University. He encouraged students to share his enthusiasm and interest in studying the liberal arts. Professor Levinson understood the value of the liberal arts as an important component of your education. At Capital Technology University, we seek to broaden the education of students in areas that are fundamental to their meaningful participation in society. This means we seek to develop within the students an understanding of what it means to be human in the context of a diverse society and its evolving institutions. We seek to encourage within students an imaginative engagement with ideas as well as the creative ability to solve problems in ways that are logical and ethical. Finally, we seek to facilitate within students the ability to communicate their thoughts and ideas clearly and professionally. The Levinson family has endowed this award so that we may acknowledge the achievement of a single student's outstanding performance in the liberal arts here at Capital. The Levinson Award is presented to a student with a 3.5 or higher GPA who has demonstrated a commitment to the arts and humanities through academics and extracurricular activities related to arts and humanities. This year's recipient of the Levinson Award for Excellence in the Humanities and Social Sciences has achieved the goals of the department beyond any shadow of doubt. I'm pleased to announce this year's winner is Willie Brown. While has a lifelong dedication to multiple facets of art, painting, animation, commercial art, graphic design, creative writing, the piano and alto saxophone are but some of the media that Willie has explored. He has studied art, worked as an artist, and won awards for his work before turning to the cybersecurity arena. The importance of the arts in Willie's life is best expressed in his own words. He wrote that Engaging in and with the arts is a way to challenge my thoughts and preconceptions. It is how I learn and engage with my community and the world at large. End of quotation. Please join me in congratulating this year's Levinson Award recipient, Willie Fitzgerald Brown.
Alrighty, and there's more awards. So I am honored to call back Vice President for Student Engagement, Melinda Bonnell-Ryan, to present the Student Awards.
The Student Service Awards are given to those who have served their fellow students through activities such as leadership of student organizations, mentorship, and tutoring. This year, 2 students who have served their fellow students throughout their careers at Capital have been selected. At this time, I would ask Sophia Loschiavo and Myleek Chase to join me on stage. Myleek has served as the Vice President and President of the Capital Dungeon Crawlers Club, the Vice President of the Capital Comics Club, was a founder of the League of Legends Club, and a member of the Magic Guild, the Tabletop Games Club, the Video Game Fight Club, the Capital Anime Club, and NESB. Somehow he found time to study. Myleek has served as an ambassador for admissions for 3 years, and this past year he served as the president for the ambassadors. He's the first to show up and stays up the longest at countless school-sponsored events. He volunteers time to help with SLab events and is the face many people remember from their tours and decisions to attend or even work at Capital. Myleek, thank you for your impact on the Capital community. Sophia served as an RA for 1.5 years and is a summer RA. She is a member of the team for Project Hermes and team leader for Project Aether, which successfully launched a payload during their visit to Norway in January of 2019. She has traveled to Wallops Island as part of the RockSat program. Her senior project advanced the work of the Space Flight Operations Training Center, which was sponsored by Hammers Corporation. She is the 2018-2019 Godulski Scholar and an Admissions Ambassador. She has interned at General Dynamics, where she will be employed after graduation. Sophia, thank you for your impact on the Capital community. Congratulations to Myleek and Sophia for being honored.
All right, let's do one more round. I now call forward our deans, Drs. Ian McAndrew and Naif Abulajil, to present this year's Faculty Awards.
Hello. Each year, members of the faculty are recognized for contributions to the 3 pillars of faculty engagement with the university: teaching, research, and service. Nominations are made by the faculty, reviewed and selected by the deans and department chairs, and approved by the president. Each year, the selection for these awards gets more and more difficult. We at Capital are truly blessed with devoted faculty, both full-time and adjunct. The award for service this year goes to Marcel Mabson. Professor Mabson, please join me on stage. Professor Mabson has demonstrated significant dedication to the university and its students. He is a past graduate of the AE program and currently works at the Hammers Company. For the past 2 years, he has served as an adjunct faculty member. It's been said of this year's winner, that he puts his whole heart into giving back to the university. Professor Mabson has been instrumental in the success of the Space Flight Operations Training Centre, SFOTC. He has donated equipment to make sure the FSOTC performs at an acceptable level for our students. In addition, he has worked with the marketing and admissions to prepare SFOTC brochure and support open house. It is not unusual to see him in the SFOTC in the evenings or afternoon during the semester. He frequently stopped by after work to check on the systems. Thanks to him, the SFOTC has become a major part of the AE curriculum. Students continue to reap the benefits of his commitment to improving the quality of AE education at Capital Technology University. His work has helped make Capital's AE program unique. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge this year's Faculty Service Award recipient, Professor Marcel Mabson. Teaching. Teaching is at the heart of the faculty experience at Capital Technology University. The award for teaching goes to Dr. Gama Bashawa. Dr. Bashawa, please join me on stage. Dr. Bashawa's service to the students through teaching has been outstanding over the years. Her focus has been building an engagement and effective learning experience for students, which many of you will have experienced. For example, she implemented an icebreaker exercise in her classes to introduce students to each other and to facilitate conversations amongst them. She also took polls after midterms to learn more about the problems that impact students' learning in the classroom, to improve the critical thinking skills of students and enhance the lab learning outcomes. She integrated personal conclusions and contributions into the lab reports. In addition, Dr. Bashir built a mandatory research exercise for our junior students as a warm-up for their senior design projects. Furthermore, she supervised the Society of Women Engineers, SWE, club that grew to 55 student members within 2 years. In summary, she has integrated the continuous improvement process into her teaching approach. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Bashiwa on being this year's Faculty Teaching Award recipient. And the third part, research. Research is a hallmark of a university's contribution to furthering knowledge in academic disciplines. Here at Capital, our professors are, with their students, always digging deeper into the areas of study. This year's recipient for research is Angela Walters. Professor Walters, please join me on stage. Professor Angela Walters has been conducting research at Capital for over a decade. In just tallying the most recent 2 years, she has shepherded 4 sounding rockets plus 1 CubeSat, co-built our on-site operations centre with the Hammers Company, and led twice yearly high-altitude balloon student launches. Professor Walters was the advisor to the Project Aether and travelled with the team to Norway for the RocketSat in Norway in January 2019. She is co-author of over 9 academic conferences, talks, posters, presentations by students, including one talk at the 2018 Academic High Altitude Balloon Conference and a talk with poster at the 2018 Academy of Aerospace Quality Conference. In addition, she co-authored on 3 open access publications released this year on CubeSat design. Not only has Professor Walters created, led, and co-led projects, she has also enabled multiple students to attend and present work at academic conferences on Capital's behalf. For this, we proudly award her the 2019 Faculty Research Award.
Let's have one more round of applause for all our award winners. Yes, we're an amazing school. Okay, headliner time. I call forward Dr. Hayden Land, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, to introduce our commencement speaker.
I am most pleased and honored to introduce to you today's distinguished commencement speaker, Stephen Geppi, Sr. Mr. Geppi is a Baltimore original, a comic book world legend, and a successful entrepreneur. He was born in Baltimore's Little Italy and has stayed close to his hometown. Mr. Geppi's first comic book store was on Edmonston Avenue, for those who know where that is, and quickly expanded to 4 other stores. Armed with unparalleled memory and an intuitive sense of people, Mr. Geppi moved into distribution and expanded to 28 cities across North America and Europe. Today, Diamond Comic Distributor, where he is the CEO, is the world's largest distributor of English language comics and an exclusive distributor of DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Dark Horse Comics, and Image Comics. Mr. Geppi's interests have included Gemstone Publishing, Baltimore Magazine, and bringing local ownership back to his beloved Baltimore Orioles, and as I remember, U.S. Postal activity years before. Mr. Geppi is an active philanthropist. In 2018, he closed Geppi's Entertainment Museum at Camden Yards in Baltimore and donated vintage cultural artifacts to the Library of Congress. He also serves on multiple boards and committees for organizations in the Baltimore region. Please give a very warm welcome to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Stephen Geppi.
Thank you for that warm introduction, Hayden. Welcome to all. It's quite an honor for me to be here today. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge President Sims, the Board of Directors, the Board of Trustees, I should say, and the faculty. But really, the stars today are the students. And I know when I was walking down that little processional, I never saw so many cell phone pictures go off at one time. You know, we tend to get irritated when we're at dinner and everybody's got their phone out. This is one time I saw a unified use of the phone that was for a good purpose. Your parents, your family, your friends are extremely proud of you today, and well, they should be. May the 4th. We know why we're here. my fellow geeks and nerds. Ask not what never mind. It's a big day. We've got Star Wars Day. In my industry, something that's been going on for about 13 years is Free Comic Book Day. Nothing more powerful than the word free. It's the Kentucky Derby, where I was supposed to be today, actually, but I thought this was a much better choice. But most important of all, it's your big day. And you have put in many, 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 many years of schooling and studying late and camaraderie with one another, and here you are. You finally got here, and what a great place it is to be today. Congratulations to you. My story is a little different. It's kind of ironic that a guy who had to quit school in the 9th grade is up here giving a commencement speech. But I have to tell you that it's quite an honor, because what it tells you is that anything is possible, and that's something, a theme I want you to remember, because getting your degree today is very important, but that road is just starting. You've got so much ahead of you to do. I had to quit school. I was a good student through parochial school, 8 grades. I graduated. I was one of the tops in the class. I was all excited to go to my favorite high school called Calvert Hall, and it was that day that I found out I was poor. I had no idea about finance because my mother fed me. She took care of me. And when the whopping figure, you'll get a kick out of this, faculty, of $400 a year was uttered to my poor mother, it was impossible. So I was devastated, and I was asked to go to a public school. I went to Bergenthaler Tech, which is a good school, vocational school. But I only lasted about 3 months because at that point my mother was going on welfare and food stamps, and there was no one else, no breadwinner in the family. My father had been separated from my mother my whole life. So off I went to work. And while I didn't get the formal education that you are getting and have and is so appreciated, what I got was the School of Hard Knocks, the on-the-job training. So I kind of got it in reverse order. You're about to embark on that part of the world. Not everything that you're going to learn in a book is necessarily going to be the answer, but what a privilege that you have right now, because you're living in an age of technology on steroids. I mean, what people are able to do. I've been reading recently, I know the motto here they say is to find a way or make one. I think I kind of lived that a little bit at the time. I had no clue where I was going, but it did happen. And in essence, when you're in a situation like you have today, I'm growing up, I got to learn how to, the 12 tables. Nobody, now today they look at you, what are you doing that for? You got a calculator, hit a button. Everything's so electric, but the information is traveling exponentially. In fact, there's probably more knowledge been accumulated in the last 20 years than in the history of mankind. Take into account that there's now so many people more to access it, and the computer chips are getting faster, so what we'll know in 10 years from now will make what we know today dwarfed. I want to advocate to you that what I think helped me a lot and hopefully gets you to understand the importance of it is being a good listener. I find that I've never learned anything when my lips were moving. But being a good listener has a lot of things to go with it. You might even be focused, paying totally attention. You may be focused. Paying total attention, hopefully, to me now. But I'm going to give you a little illustration of a story how when you think you're listening good and you kind of miss something else that's happening. It has to do with a neighbor called his other neighbor, and when the phone was answered, it was a little girl. Obviously, she said, hello. Yes, and he recognized a little girl. He says, oh, hi, honey. He says, is your mom there? She says, yes. He says, oh, can I speak to her? She says, no. He says, why not? She's busy. Oh, okay. Is your daddy there? Yes. Can I speak to him? No. So why not? He says, he's busy. Guy get a little panic. He says, oh, who else is there? She says, the police. The police. Can I speak to one of them? No. Why not? They're busy. Oh my God. Please tell me someone else is there. Yes. Who's there? The firemen. The firemen. Can I speak with one of them? No. Why not? They're busy too. Oh my God. Well, wait a minute. Your mother's home. Your father's home. The police are there. The firemen are there. What are they all doing? Just, they're looking for me. So sometimes the inflection of the voice is a giveaway, So when you're listening and you're learning, you guys have spent a lot of years listening and learning, but you really have to remember to get in the other person's position once in a while, and you'll find that that's that. I don't want to share a little personal thing for me right now. I am suffering from something called vestibular neuritis. I've had it 23 months, sad to say, and it has to do with your imbalance. And the only way that you can get better, there's no Epley maneuver like there is for another version of it, there's no medicine, there's exercises, is for your brain to learn to compensate. 23 months later, I'm beginning to think I'm a slow learner. But that said, good comes from bad. You know, take the lemon, turn lemonades. In the course of all this, trying everything, whether it be acupuncture and whatever source that someone tried, I stumbled across the word neuroplasticity. And what a wake-up call that was for me when I learned that previously it was believed that the brain only grew a certain size, and then when you're an adult, it stopped growing. But in recent years, they've proven that it's malleable, and that in fact it can rewire itself, the saying being that neurons that fire together wire together. Well, it's given me new hope to find not only a solution, hopefully for me, with this wire together, fire together, but it's taught me that the brain that I have, that you have, is so much more capable. I saw a YouTube recently of it was the boy with the most incredible brain. You can look it up. And the boy's autistic, and when he's speaking on the screen, you don't recognize anything there, but he just wired a little differently for social skills. But they had this boy whose brain happened to be wired a certain way otherwise. He repeated pi 5 hours and 20 minutes against the computer and they gave up. He had it down. What that told me is the capacity that the brain has to do remarkable things. Your brains have been studying for all these years, doing incredible things that have already been learned. But who is in this audience that may one day be the next ruler of the free world or create the next cure for whatever disease? The brain is able to do that. And this school, I've only learned about it in recent times, and I am such a fan of technology, I can't even begin to tell you how much it means to me. But take the talent you have, but be focused. You don't want to find yourself climbing the ladder of success, and when you get to the very top, you find out it's leaning against the wrong building. So I advise you and admonish you to believe in yourself, have confidence, not a cocky confidence, not an arrogance, but a self-trust and an enthusiastic trust. You know, the secret to success is really failure. Don't give up when something goes wrong or you find that you feel discouraged and I thought this was going to happen so well. Don't do that. And I'll tell you another thing that goes hand in hand with that. It's called trusting others. You're going to get disappointed. I promise you. You're going to have some friends, family, they're going to do something. But I use the analogy of the calculator. The only way I know how to analyze it is if you put negative 50 in your calculator, then you put another negative 100 and another negative 75. Anybody counting out there? Negative 200. You will never get out of the hole. Until you start putting positive numbers in there, you won't get out of the hole. So keep that positive but realistic attitude because, as I said, nothing is impossible. The age of technology, as I said, is so great that with push notifications, as my son who works for is teaching me, you not only have the ability to literally, I mean, take this, it's caveman times, you draw a picture on a wall. Everybody has to go to the wall to see that picture, and to find out about that picture, somebody who went to the wall has to go tell you wherever you are. Fast forward today, the cell phone. It is the greatest form of distribution. Remember, I'm a distributor, so I get this. You can technically, if whoever's on your network and theoretically the whole world could send a push notification, right now as we're sitting, probably there's some buzzing going off in your pockets when you got phones on silent, and reach the whole world. It is an amazing thing that you can do that. So your knowledge, your talent in technology, I know a lot of you in the cyber security, you're going to be our savior. You're going to protect the world. I didn't realize that 55 years ago, I'm 69, that a guy who was so devastated because he couldn't go to the school his friends would one day be here for a commencement speech to all you brilliant students. If that doesn't prove anything's possible, I don't know what does. But I have to say, you have inspired me. Because you might say, some people actually said to me, Steve, you didn't go to school really. You know, you probably don't have a big appreciation for education. Quite the contrary. I'm an employer of like 800 people, and if anybody appreciates education, it's me. Knowing that there's people who have the diligence, the attitude, the wherewithal, the propensity to just go and study something specifically, whatever your various degrees are in, you are setting the trend for the future. And I think that those around us, your family. I look out there and I see all these faces just as we were coming down the processional. You have no idea how much proud you've made your parents and your family and your friends and your loved ones. They are rooting for you. They've always rooted for you. Maybe there was a time when you didn't want to get up. You know, the famous saying, getting up in the morning is mind over mattress. It often is. Well, I think that you have just rewarded their hard work. They'll be happy on your wedding day. They'll be happy when you have your first child. But I got to tell you, there might not be anything more happiness giving to them than what's happening right here today. So I just want to say to you in closing, because I've learned one thing, that for a speech to be immortal, it need not be eternal. So I want to just thank you for inspiring me, giving me the opportunity as a kid who didn't get to go to school, who was fortunate enough to work hard and do something with my life and give back, because that's what your real purpose is. And the number one thing that I want to say to you above all things, trust yourself, trust your family, trust your friends, trust your loved ones, but make sure you always remember to trust in God. May the 4th be with you.
Well, they must have liked that. We normally don't have a clap that long. So great job.
How long?
No, it was good. The clap was longer than your speech. That was good. I was kidding. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, Mr. Geppi's words, I think, were very timely, in the world we live in today, so take them to heart. I'd like to welcome back the Marshal to the stage, please.
That was amazing. I'd hate to be the act to follow it. Class of 2019. We are now ready for the main event. So, it's time for the conferral of degrees. Dr. Nayef Abulajil, please present the candidates.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise? Mr. President, the Faculty of Capital Technology University is pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in their respective fields of study. Dr. Suhail Husseini will present the candidates. Please be seated.
Adekunle Adeyemi. Denea Quantres Allgood. Bilal Ashik. Raekwon Dontrell Banks. Quentin Bernard Barcloft. Jesse Levi Beck. Sharon Ivana Blankenship. Kimberly Ann Brandenburg. Andrew Michael Brent. Say your last name. Brock. Marcus James Brock. Christopher James Leon Braun. Willie Fitzgerald Brown. Malik Rashad Chase. Sean William Dabbs. Alina Sabrine Dean. Zalika Emira Dixon. John Christopher Doherty. Juan Dokis. Thomas Edward Dupuy. Alexander Paul English. Russell Clark English III. Christopher Allen Finch. Michael Eugene Fleming III. Christian Alexander Franklin. Lucas Ray Fuller. Vincent Galetto. Last name. Georgios Giacomakis. Kendall Matthew James Godfrey. Just say your name. Kiera Goodwin. Last name? Jared Jean Greer. Kenny Guzman Vargas. Christopher Shupang Harris. Andrew James Henry. Say your name. Talisha Chalet Henry. Bradley Roy Heritage. Marisa Jagannath. Middle name. Alec Morales Johnson. Jason Lawrence Kintz.
Ryan Michael Knapp. Wendy Ann Larson.
Last name.
Jonathan Robert Leon. Sophia Elizabeth Loisquiabo. Damien is joined on the stage for the presentation of his degree by his father, Professor Andrew Mary. Dana Joanna Marshall. Middle name?
Madeline Mendoza and Aya.
Michelle Madeline Mendoza Anaya.
Last name.
Sean David Malin.
Last name. Maury.
Christopher Thomas Murray.
Say your name.
Cesar Antonio Navas. Michael David Negretta.
Last name.
Jason Allen Nagel.
Say your name.
Deshaun Tyrone Norris.
Middle name. Sham. Oh, Sham.
Ali Sham Powell. James Adam Pildes.
Good job, Randy.
Randy Kinsley Powell.
Say your name, first name. What is it?
Bryce Timothy James Reese.
Last name.
David M. Ratt. Nathaniel Kenneth Robinson.
Last name.
Eric Michael Ruthier.
Last name.
Eric Stephen Schroen. Chris S. Shrestha. Yeah.
It is.
Robert Pierce Smith. Ralph Albert Stormont III.
Say your name.
Garrett Austin Server.
Say it.
Elijah Kirk Thurian. Alexander Paul Thompson. Adama To. Say your name. Vincent Angela Torres. Last name. Jeffrey Michael Trotz. William Donald Warner III. Gary D. Wesser. Say your name. Tristan Nicole Washington. Jacob Carlos Weaver. Keaton is joined on stage for the presentation of his degree by his mother, Kathleen Werner, Interim Vice President for Finance and Administration. James, say your middle name. James Anthony West. Say your name. Saira Imani Williams. Person. Christine Angela Wood. Kyrie Terrell Wright. Say your name. Michael Azmi Zatra. Am I done?
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Business Administration and Master of Science please rise? Mr. President, the Faculty of Capital Technology University is pleased to present the candidates for the Master of Business Administration or Master of Science in their respective fields of study. Dr. Michael Fain will present the candidates. Please be seated.
Jennifer A. Benson. Sharnice Lucinda Blackledge. Latasha N. Fry. Batu Neji. Michelle, Tony, and Natasha Phillips. Brian Russell Pope. Sarah Rochelle Van Horn. Rachel. Theodore Venstra. Theodore is joined on stage for the presentation of his degree by his mother, Diane O'Neill, Senior Vice President for Enrollment and Marketing. Jordan Allen Bateson. Garrett E. Boyd. Isaiah Tavon Berman. Gary Thomas Butera. Alicia Michelle Fialo. Thomas Albert Fitzgerald. Paulette Lee Isler. Robin Lynette Johnson. Joshua Aaron Nelbach. Petra Noble. Christopher Joseph Sherrick. Devin Pierre Scott. Chauncey Griffith Smith, Jr. Jeremy Adam Sowers. Megan Lynn Stanton. Yasa Tufel. Tony S. Turner. Kevin James York.
Dr. Ian McAndrew, please present the candidates for the doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Science and Doctor of Philosophy please rise? Mr. President, the Faculty of Capital Technology University is pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Science and Doctor of Philosophy in their respective fields. Candidates will be hooded by the academic leadership after receiving their diplomas. These hoods are evolved from the medieval hoods worn by professors in Europe in the latter stages of the early Middle Ages. Hoods are the most expressive component of the academic regalia. Today, hoods communicate the individual school, degree, and field of study through their lengths of the colours and the lining and the binding. In classic tradition, Capital Technology University hood reflects the school's colours, black and red. The field of the graduate study is designated by the colour of the velvet binding. Dark blue for the Doctor of Philosophy, PhD. Golden yellow for the Doctor of Science, DSc. The presentation of the academic hood is a powerful, highly symbolic moment in both the commencement ceremony and the individual's academic career. Congratulations for the honour of wearing this hood. Dr. Robert Leonard will call and present the candidates. Please be seated.
The following students have completed the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Science. Dr. Leslie Ann Corbo. Dr. Jesus Pastor Espinoza. Dr. William Earl Folson. Dr. Jeffrey Darrell Hull. Dr. Stephen Archer Harrison. Dr. Rampaw Tupin Hollington Sr. Dr. Philip Harry Culp. Yes, we have Dr. Phil in the house. Dr. Naji May. Dr. Anas Olateju Oyewale. Dr. Jason Edward Porter, Sr. Our next candidate is joined on stage for the presentation of her degree by her father, Kelly Brown, Chairman-elect of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Nikki Elise Robinson. Dr. William Souza. Dr. Jane Marie Whitrock Seuss. Yes, I said Dr. Seuss. Dr. Kennison LaRue Raybeck. The following students have completed the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Lyndon Garvin Augustine.
Make it easy for us. Be in trouble.
Dr. Courtney Crosby. Dr. Darnell Lane. Dr. Jovi Carr Martyr. Dr. Ghulam Nabi. Dr. Charles O. Angelita.
I thought there'd be more mothers that love their son when they get across stage. All candidates for degrees, please rise. So you can't do this for the doctoral hats, but for everybody else, take your left hand and hold on. Don't move it, right? Go across your face and hold on to the tassel. And just wait a second. Just hold it. Don't move it. Just savor it, right? You only get this degree once, so hang on. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, and with the recommendation of the faculty, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree you have earned, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard, symbolizing your new status as a graduate of Capital Technology University. You may be seated. Mr. Geppi taught me how to get attention now. I never thought about that. I charge you to use your Capital Technology University degree to maximum personal and social benefit. Be innovators and practitioners of excellence in all you do. Move the world forward in its practices of engineering, technology application, and business leadership. Be good to your families, your friends, and yourselves, and please stay in touch with Capital Technology University. We will be remembering you, and you are always welcome here. Please serve as a university ambassador while we try our best to serve your interests and needs as life evolves. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to present to you the Capital Technology University Class of 2019 graduates. Please rise and stand and be recognized. Please be seated. I wish to thank all of our staff who worked behind the scenes to produce this event. We also thank the Laurel High School Honor Color Guard and the Chesapeake Brass Authority for their participation today. At this time, I would like to ask Miss Melinda Bennell-Ryan, VP for Student Engagement and University Development, to approach the podium to address the graduates.
Good morning. It's an honor to be one of the first to congratulate each of you on your achievements at Capital Technology University. Class of 2019. Welcome to the Capital Tech alumni family. Are there any other Capital Tech alumni under the tent today? If so, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, alumni, for all you are doing in your careers and communities to build the reputation of our great institution. And thank you for being here today to support our newest class of Capital Tech Chargers. You may be seated. New graduates, I'm proud to announce that you are joining over 6,000 proud Capital Tech alumni who are leaders in their career fields. This year, we are exceptionally proud to be celebrating our 92nd anniversary of providing training, education, leadership, and excellence to students. Capital Tech was founded in 1927 as the Capital Radio Engineering Institute. You are part of this ongoing heritage. We invite you to stay involved with your alma mater and be active on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn alumni groups. And if you wish to show your Capital support and pride, you'll find spiritware available on the plaza today. This day of celebration is all about you and your accomplishments. Fellow graduates are forever united through our shared Capital Tech passion and find a way or make one mentality. Congratulations, class of 2019.
All right, let's bring it on home. Congratulations to the class of 2019. May you go forth and make the world a better place. And now your favorite part, logistics. We get one last chance to tell you where you should head and what you should do. So the academic procession will soon gracefully depart this tent and make its way back to Maycomb Hall. All doctoral students report to room 215. Master's students report to room 244 and 245. Undergraduate students report to room 266. Or follow the signs, that'd be nice. There, each of you may exchange the token that you've received. Yes, it's empty, don't panic. And get your actual named degree there. Faculty will be on the University Plaza to wish you all well. And everyone not receiving a degree is invited to join us at Maycomb Hall for the after reception. So now, as Marshal of the University, I declare this commencement ceremony for the class of 2019 to be concluded. The Reverend Dr. McGee will deliver the benediction. Please rise and remain standing during the recessional. And congratulations, graduating class of 2019.
As we prepare to depart this place, you are surrounded by a community of loved ones, of family and of friends, of faculty and staff who have encouraged you, supported you, stood with you, prayed for you, hoped for you, believed in you. Class of 2019, before we depart and provide the benediction, I ask that you would say thank you to this community that has deposited so much into you. And I said to the one who stood at the gates, "Give me a light that I may go out into the darkness and into the unknown." And she said to me, "Go out into the darkness, go out into the unknown, but put your hand in the hand of God, and may God be for you better than light and safer than a known way. As we depart from this place, know that we are not seeking greatness, but we seek to serve. And as you seek to serve, you will bump into greatness along the way. And may the fourth be with you."